Hi everyone. I've had quite a few questions about the Your Space project, and I realized I went back to the assignment guidelines and I realized they weren't totally clear. So I wanted to just do a quick video overview of what it is that you're supposed to be doing for this project. So when you go into ReggieNet, so here we are, we're in ReggieNet, both of these are exactly the same, so I just happen to be in the section 091. I click on assignments, and this is what should show up when you click on assignments. All right. So if you want to go directly to your assignment to submit or to know exactly what you need to do, you'll go here. You can also access this through your weekly lessons. Excuse me, so if you go into week 2 for your weekly lessons, you'll have what you need to do, going through the IRIS modules. Excuse me, there's also a direct link to the assignment here, as well as to your discussion forum question for next week. All right, so I'm going to pop back over here to assignments. When you click on the actual assignment, there's a brief description that comes up. There's also the checklist and the specific guidelines for the assignment, as well as an example. The example is only of the kind of like dream classroom part of it, not the assessment part. So that's something to keep in mind. So I'm just going to go over here. I've already opened up this assignment. And you'll see here that for this, I want you to rate your current classroom or a classroom that you've been in the past. All right. So you will be using a specific tool for this. So there's a handout. And the handout is here, this designing activities, and it's actually opened up here. So if you open up this handout, you'll do just a rough layout of your classroom space that you either are currently in or that you've been in the past. So I know that not everybody's teaching full-time right now, so not everybody has a classroom space that they're in at this moment. So this can be, again, where you're at now or where you've been in the past. All right, and please, a rough sketch. Don't spend hours. I am certainly no one to judge your artistic abilities because I have very few myself. So that will go in this space here. And then below, this kind of helps you think through in that space that you've just drawn, that's either your current or past classroom space, answer these questions. So like, do you feel like the centers are clearly defined? Do you feel like there's enough space for children to move around? So you can print this out and fill this out, or if you have Adobe, you can click on Edit PDF and you can actually type right onto this page. So you will submit this along with your kind of dream classroom sketch and schedule in ReggieNet under the assignments tab. Okay, so going back to the guidelines, just to make sure we're all on the same page here, you'll do that checklist and drawing of your current or former space, and then you will design your kind of dream space and schedule. And again, like we talked about last night, I'd love for you to challenge yourself to think about doing this for either a kindergarten, first, or second grade classroom. But if you want to do it for preschool, you certainly can do that as well. So you'll see that the room design and the daily schedule under the checklist, that is for your dream classroom. For every assignment that you do in this class, you have a self-assessment to say like, yep, I did, I feel like I designed a classroom that's developmentally appropriate. I feel like I designed a classroom with enough space for large group, small group, and individuals, so on. So this is for your own use. So you'll do this, you'll fill this out, and then when I grade it, I'll fill out this side and say, yep, I agree, you did this, you did this, you did this. All right. So there are 3 parts to this assignment. The first is this part here, which you'll upload in ReggieNet. The second is your actual classroom design and actual classroom schedule for your air quote dream classroom. And the third part is a rationale or a description for why you designed your space and your schedule the way that you did. You can put them all in one document if you want to, but just think about it as those 3 components that you'll be submitting. Again, this assignment is not due until next Sunday, so the 29th, but I know quite a few of you are working on it because I've had a few questions already. So once you get those things all put together, you'll go back to ReggieNet. You can upload files here. You should be able to upload more than one if you have more than one file to upload, and then save that and submit that assignment. So I hope this helps. I also had a question about the discussion forum. So just to make sure, again, this discussion is due next week on Tuesday night at 10 p.m. So a few of you have asked about the strategies that you put in for each of the different components. So I do want you to have at least 3 different strategies for each component. So 3 for the physical environment, 3 for the social, 3 for the temporal, okay? And so you don't have to give super long descriptions of the strategies, but in total you would have 9 different strategies, 3, 3, and 3. I hope this helps. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you on Tuesday.